Hello, and welcome to another episode of Russell Model Cars. This is another update on the group build that me and Sean are working on from Scale Model Car Guy channel. This is I'm going to say it's a 66 Lotus Cortina. And I do have the base coat on it. A lot of sanding went into that. I do have the engine bay glued in. Those are always the same color. I have to do a little bit of detail painting in there. But I have to paint the roof gold and then that body line gold. So I'll have to mask that off. So I want to make sure that red paint is done super well. I have plenty of time to cure. As you can tell from the interior, I went with a brown interior and flocked the floor. Still have to do some detail painting on it as well. And have to do a wash on the seats, make the seats look a little bit more like a brown leather. And I'll have to paint, the inner wheel wells since they are visible. I'll have to do a little bit of sanding on that after gluing them together. They do seem a little different of fit, but so far that's pretty good. Let me take that piece out. But for the under the chassis, I did detail paint, or at least the base coat color of silver. I'm going to make a gold oil pan. I always make those. And I think I'm going to do a little dry brushing in that. But I'm not going to get too carried away because I have to do the suspension in that. But that's that part. Show how well they fit together. For the inner engine, well, it was a very nice fit, very close. But there still was a little bit of gap, so I used a little bit of magic sculpt in there. I super glued this in place, and then there was a little bit of gap, so then I did the magic sculpt. A little bit in the back here, and then some more on the sides. I left the front open because that is where the hood goes anyhow, so that's going to be open up to that. I haven't done the work to the hood yet, but that needs a little bit more work. But as you can see from that light, I was able to get it pretty smooth on the side. After I do the clear coat, I should be able to sand it really smooth. Just a tiny bit of orange peel on that. But I think I end up doing 2 or 3 layers of primer, sanding in between each. There was a weird spot on one of these doors. Now I can't really see it, but they just got a little bit of orange peel, which will be taken care of with clear. After that, it should be pretty darn smooth. Now the inner door panels are in here, so I am probably going to use I might do a craft paint, I don't know, for the interior, just because it's so hard to mask these off perfectly to get it so you don't have any overspray, and I'm afraid I'll get orange or brown overspray on this, so I just probably will end up using a craft paint on that. And then when I clear it, I'll try to make sure I get some clear on that, just to hold it down. But I don't want to have to deal with all the masking. It being resin, I washed it really good, and then I wet sanded it each time. But I'm just afraid if I put a good masking tape down and then pull that off, if it's going to pull the paint with it. But I don't think it will, but you never know. It'll be back to square one if it does. I really don't want to go back to square one. That's probably the roughest spot. I didn't want to lose too much detail on both sides. So maybe when I do the clear, I'll be able to fix it. I had to chrome a lot of these. The ones I saw were chromed. That piece is chromed. And that piece, there's usually a piece in there that's chromed, but I'll have to do more detail looking on it. And then the taillights will glue on that. Still got the spot for the Lotus Cortina logo, or the Lotus logo. So let's see what it's kind of gonna look like. It's all said and done. And I think it's gonna look pretty good with the brown interior. I think most of them had a black interior, but you know, they don't have to be exactly the same as the way it is. But it should be pretty cool. And as a little side note, I 3D printed my exhaust, my rocket exhaust or whatever. Since he is taking off, he's gonna have some big fire coming out of that. So I end up drawing that up in CAD. Used my calipers, got a good measurement on that, and drew that up in CAD, printed it out, and then used Tamiya yellow, orange, and red paint. And try to layer it in, and it turned out pretty good, I think. So I still think probably we'll do a base on there, like a little plate. Do a little bit of water, so it is. You can see it's super top heavy. And I think this damn crack is getting bigger as time goes on. Not 100% sure. But if it does, I'll have to look in the file. See if there's some kind of corruption at that seam. Might pour in some super glue. Hope that cures it. If not, I might have to print another one, I don't know. But easy enough. So, until next time, guys. I'll talk to you later.